Hello everyone, welcome to Maths Bridge. We shall continue our learning of JavaScript concepts. Let's get into today's session. Types of the variable is also known as a data types. The data types which we use and then see in writing a JavaScript programming. Let's look at some of them with examples to illustrate the concept of how we are going to leverage the Java these variables in the JavaScript. Let me start with like my string variable. So in order you to actually create a variable, what you have to use, either you are going to use a let or const in latest browsers, right? So I'm using like a let as a you know keyword for creating a variables. Henceforth all the variables that I'm going to show you using let in this session. Let name of the variable and then assigning value to it. Maths bridge. What means this is like I'm trying to assign string to this variable. So ideally speaking, my interpreter should assign data type for this variable as a string. Let me test it. Okay, so I have a console message where I'm printing the value of the variable and also type of the variable using keyword type of variable name. This is what we have to use to identify, to know what is the data type it is being assigned for this variable. Okay, this is again a runtime. Let me run it using my node and then file name command. Do you see the output? Okay, so name one displayed as a Maths base, and then this is a string, right? So data type is also set the same, so it's a string. So you have an option to actually change the content of the variable, right? Let's say instead of string, if I would use like a number, for instance. Okay, then like test it, see like what happens. So instead of using let again, so because I don't need to redeclare again, right? Because it's declared, and the declaration only one time when you use like a let. Okay, I save the changes and then rerun this file. Do you see now in the second print, line number 6, what it displays is data type as a number. So dynamically based out of the value type of the data type will be assigned to that particular variable, right? That's why this is called a dynamically typed programming language. I hope you are clear, right? So let me go to the next example. If you created a variable, right, you've declared a variable and then assign the value to it. So age is a variable and then assign 50 as a the value to it. So what the data type is, data type should be number, right? So let me try test this one node, and then this is a second example. I will clear again and then rerun. Do you see now? So age is 50. Based out the value that you are assigning to this variable, data type will be assigned during the runtime. Here in this context, what I can see is a number, data type as a number assigned to my variable age. Are you getting me? Good. Now let's look at a boolean. So boolean algebra, if you know that boolean concept, it basically to determine whether true or false conditions. So is student, is employee, is pass, is fail, those kind of things. You preferably use like a data type as a boolean. Okay, let's say here I am testing is student or not, right? Is student is true. If I assign the true value to the variable, then true and false is basically like the boolean values, and hence this variable will be treated as a the boolean data type, because the interpreter assigns this variable as a boolean. Okay, can I give a try, test it? Okay, let me try run node space, what's an example 3, right? This one, right? Do you see? Let me clear it, rerun back. So each student is a variable holding a true value, and hence if you test the data type for this variable was assigned by the interpreter is a boolean. Okay, So is student is the value, right? This one I created a little tab space. This is basically creating a space. Then this data type colon and then data type is student. This is a syntax which you use for the readability point of view. Okay, if you remove them, what's happening? You know, both strings displays together. So there's a confusion, right? So I give like a little space here. I hope it's not creating a confusion for you. Yes. All right. So let's move on to the next type is an array. Array means what? A collection of similar data types. You know, uh, use arrays, right? A collection of similar data types, like in integer, all integers, all float, all strings, like that. Okay. Can you try test this one? Let marks equal to this one, and then you are using console message to print the what you would see at the line number 3, what you would see is line number 4. Let's examine. Okay, note this is an example 4, right? Let me run this. Great, excellent. So do you see now the here I am trying to get complete array to be printed on the console.log. Marks is what I'm displaying, and this is an object because marks is now is an object, right? This is an array object. So this is what exactly I could see here. When I say array, these are the how many locations you have in this array. This is like 1 2 3 4 5. In this context we have 5 locations were assigned to this variable. These 5 are called as a data type of integer because these are the integer data type. You can see this one. You're getting me? So if you would wanted to print only one element of the array, this is what you have to use. It's called index. Index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. That is what memory representation, memory location representation. Position is 0, position 1, position 2, position 3. So marks 0 means like 0th position. That is where you have a 95. So it displays as 95 value. You can see position 2 also. If you can try print again. So and then which one you want to? Okay, maybe you can try this one, right? What is this location? 4, no? Okay, let me put a 4. All right. Okay, rerun this back again. Do you see at the 4th position what we have is like a 99. Got it? This is how you look at array objects. Now look at one more example is a key value pair. Is like a dictionary concept, right? So if you use like a key value, name MBT, course CSC, year 4, student ID is let's say 7. Okay, this is how you can also construct an objects. If you do so, what you would be doing, you can get a complete object on the console using this variable, or you can also get like a key value pair. Let's try this option now. Okay, so let me rerun this one. What is this example? Example 5. So node space file name. Beautiful. Do you see now? So this is a console object. In order you to access them, what you would be doing is that you are using like a user dot name, user dot course. You have to type the something like this. See, if you can type all these values here. First one I access the username, right? Next one what you will do, I will use course. So we'll try test this course one. Next one, what is this one? Year. Let's give a try. Print year also. Okay, what would be the last one? SID. This is how you can access the elements in this user defined object. Okay, let me save the changes again, clear it, and then rerun back. Now you can get it, right? Username is called MBT, course is CSC, year 4, student ID is fine. So these are the numbers and hence my data type is a number. the above two are strings, so my data type displayed as a string. Okay, this is the another example that you think of, type of the variables. You could also see something like this. See, the one more important concept called BigInt. All JavaScript numbers are stored in a 64-bit floating point. If you would wanted to store bigger than this format, then the recommendation was given by the JavaScript is use BigInt. If you use a BigInt, you can store the bigger values than the normal JavaScript number which supports. This is like ES 2020 standards. Okay, so all you have to do is like let x equal to BigInt of give the value that you would like to store, then automatically memory will be assigned to account that big number. Okay, this notation is called as a BigInt notation. Okay, let me try test this one. Well, 6, right? Excellent. See, the data type is also BigInt. So BigInt is a special type of data type that you can see in JavaScripts. So we also looked at actually not defined, right? So if you have the variable declared but not assigned to it, then what you can call it as a undefined variable. Let's try test the type of variable it recognizes or not. Definitely it should recognize, because you have seen some of the examples on this case. Do you see now? So this is the not defined is a name given to the variable. Okay, let's not confuse. If you can say maybe I can create x, something like that. Okay, so and then I will rerun this. See, x is undefined because data type is undefined because not known. Unless you assign a value to it, and then interpreter is never going to identify and then assign the data type to that variable. So during the declaration, you have to make sure you have to assign, or if you assign, then only it will be identified as what data type to be assigned to that variable. Okay, so another example that I can show you quickly, you can construct a object, okay, using a constructor. So new object, so all object oriented programming probably you should know, right? So new object is to create a object constructor and then assign value variable. So now car is an object. So now you can start adding the element to it, or delete the element, or modify the elements to it. So car.brand, car.model, car.year, like I have created a 3 attributes to this object. So and then assign the values to it. If I can try print them, let's see like what happens. So I could take note this example 8. Do you see? So I can get complete object printed at the key value level, brand, model, year. I can also pick one of them like a car brand. So look for the brand and then fetch the value, because brand is a key for this object. When I supply the key, then it actually picks the value of that key value pair is what I set that way. This is what it is. I can delete the element from this object, because if I can delete brand, then what leftover? The leftover would be model and year. Same thing I can display here. So you can add, you can delete, these are all things should be done. I can still add back here. So let me show you even there, and then I can now get my whole object back. So I can save the changes, I can test it. Do you see? So these are all things can be done in JavaScript world. So in a nutshell, today we have seen different data types, and then how you understand data types are being assigned to the variable during the runtime by the interpreter. All right, you can also try practice a few more examples to gain the confidence. Yeah, this is a simple topic, and then most widely used the topic across the JavaScript programming. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, click on bell icon and leave the comments. Happy learning. Thank you. Stay tuned to upcoming sessions.